Most people walk through life blind, judging power by voices, faces, titles. But real power, the dangerous kind, never introduces itself. It reveals itself through 4 quiet habits that only predators recognize. Machiavelli understood this better than anyone. He knew that the strongest man in the room is almost never the one pretending to be strong. He is the one studying everyone else, silently deciding who can be used, who can be ignored, and who must be removed. Look closely at people, and you'll see it. The weak cling to attention. The powerful avoid it. The weak rush to respond. The powerful let silence do the killing. The weak demand respect. The powerful behave in ways that force it. These 4 habits are not good traits. They are signals. Signals that someone is not playing the same game as the rest. Signals that someone is operating with calculation, not emotion. Strategy, not impulse. Intent, not insecurity. When you learn these habits, 2 things will happen. You'll see who already holds real power, and you'll realize how terrifyingly easy it is to gain it yourself. Because once these habits enter your bloodstream, you stop living like everyone else, and you start ruling them. Weak people live in a constant state of emotional urgency. They reveal every insecurity the moment pressure touches them. But powerful people, the ones Machiavelli studied closely, live by one principle that instantly separates them from the rest. Never react immediately. This single habit is so subtle that most people miss it, but so dangerous that it rewrites the balance of power in any room. A delayed reaction is not silence. It is calculation wearing the mask of silence. The instant someone challenges you, confronts you, tries to bait you, pressures you, their entire strategy depends on one thing: your immediate response. Why? Because the second you react, you reveal something they can use against you. A normal man reacts from emotion. A powerful man reacts from position. And position requires patience. Here's the Machiavellian truth nobody wants to hear. The one who reacts first is already losing. Think about arguments. When someone rushes to explain themselves, they look guilty. When someone rushes to defend, they look insecure. When someone rushes to attack, they look fragile. But the person who pauses, even for 3 seconds, changes the entire psychology of the moment. Power comes from being unpredictable. If anyone can guess your reaction, they can control you. But when your reaction is delayed, the enemy loses the ability to anticipate. They don't know whether you're angry, calm, plotting, or indifferent. That uncertainty eats at them. People cannot tolerate silence. They panic and fill it with information, details, explanations, excuses. And in doing so, they leak their true motives. Your stillness becomes a weapon that extracts data. A delayed reaction is not passive. It's dominance through restraint. Weak people chase control. Powerful people attract it through emotional discipline. A delayed reaction is not passive. It's dominance through restraint. There is a type of power that doesn't come from words, status, or physical strength. It comes from something far more subtle: how often the world gets access to you. Weak people are everywhere, constantly visible, constantly available, constantly talking. You can predict them. You can read them. you can ignore them. Powerful people operate differently. Their presence is rare, measured, intentional. Machiavelli understood that scarcity creates respect. When you're always available, you become ordinary. When you're selective, your presence becomes an event. This is why villains in cinema don't run around screaming. They enter the scene slowly, silently, with purpose, and everyone freezes. That's power. If everyone can reach you, you are not powerful. You are accessible. Power requires gates, barriers, filters. The world must feel like they need permission to reach you, even if it's subtle. Delayed responses, fewer appearances, selective engagements, boundaries that are firm, not emotional. Not because you're arrogant, but because your time is a weapon, and you don't hand weapons to strangers. You must show up when it matters, and only when it matters. People who are everywhere lose meaning. People who appear purposefully command attention instantly. Machiavelli said a ruler must manage his image as carefully as a general manages the battlefield. Being unseen creates mystery. Being seen at the right moment creates impact. When a powerful person enters a room, they don't try to dominate it. They pull the attention toward themselves without effort. How? By controlling body stillness, tone, eye contact, pace, volume. Power doesn't perform, it observes. The world hates a void, so when you say less, others stare more. Why controlled presence signals power? Because it tells people you don't need validation. You don't need attention. You don't need to be seen constantly. Only powerful individuals are comfortable being invisible. Only dangerous individuals can remain silent without feeling irrelevant. Only rulers appear when they decide, not when the world demands. And when you master this habit, people feel something around you. Authority without effort. Which leads to the third habit, the one that transforms you from calm observer into dangerous strategist. Most people chase recognition. They want applause, validation, witnesses, proof. They want credit for every move they make. But Machiavelli's world, the real world of power, works differently. The strongest work in the shadows. They build quietly. They strike loudly. Shadow work is not secrecy. It is asymmetric warfare applied to life. You reveal nothing. You prepare everything. And when your results surface, it's already too late for anyone to stop you. Why shadow work is the mark of dangerous people. 1. It removes competition. People only compete with what they can see. When you hide your progress, no one can sabotage you. No one can copy you. No one can block you. No one can calculate your next move. Most threats come from visibility. Remove visibility, remove threats. 2. It builds psychological advantage. When your success appears suddenly, people assume you're more capable than you truly are, because they never saw your climb. The mystery becomes your armor. The uncertainty becomes your advantage. People fear what they cannot measure. 3. It gives you strategic leverage. Shadow work allows you to gather information, build alliances, accumulate resources, and position yourself before anyone even realizes you're a player. This is how silent kings rise. This is how quiet men acquire empires. This is how overlooked people become dangerous. By the time the world sees your move, your win is already secured. How to practice shadow work. Daily. When improving skills, never talk about what you're learning. Reveal only mastery. When positioning for opportunities, let others think you're passive, then emerge when they least expect it. When planning a move, keep intentions invisible until execution. Never show preparation, only results. When dealing with enemies, let them underestimate you. Let them assume you're weak. Let them relax. Their comfort becomes your leverage. Machiavelli wrote that a prince should disguise his intentions at all costs, because visibility gives enemies the chance to prepare. Shadow work signals power because it says, "You'll know what I'm doing only when it's done." And nothing is more terrifying than a man whose victories come out of nowhere. There is one habit that separates the merely competent from the truly dangerous. A habit feared by manipulators, desired by rulers, and hated by anyone who benefits from your softness. Emotional unavailability. Not numbness, not apathy, not pretending to be heartless. This is controlled detachment. The deliberate refusal to let your emotions become someone else's leverage. Because the moment the world knows what affects you, they own you. Machiavelli said a ruler must learn to appear human while remaining untouchable. This is exactly what emotional unavailability gives you. A mask the world sees and a fortress they can never enter. Why emotional unavailability is a power signal. 1. It blocks manipulation completely. People don't manipulate your mind first. They manipulate your feelings. They target your guilt, your empathy, your anger, your loneliness, your need for approval. When these emotional doors are locked, every tactic collapses. Guilt no longer moves you. Flattery no longer fools you. Pressure no longer shakes you. People realize something terrifying. They have no handle to pull. 2. It creates psychological distance. Powerful people maintain a gap between themselves and others, not out of arrogance, but out of necessity. Distance does 3 things. It keeps you unpredictable. It prevents emotional obligations. It forces respect by default. When you are emotionally accessible, people think they understand you. When you are emotionally unavailable, people wonder what you're capable of. Mystery is not decoration, it is armor. 3. It ends needy behavior. Need is the root of weakness. People who need attention, need validation, need approval, need connection, are walking vulnerabilities. Emotional unavailability cuts the root. It tells the world, I don't need you. I choose you, temporarily. The difference between need and choice is the difference between slavery and power. People chase what feels scarce. People respect what feels self-contained. People fear what feels complete without them. 4. It gives you strategic clarity. Emotional entanglement clouds judgment. You start making decisions to please, tolerating disrespect, avoiding conflict, giving second chances that weren't earned, accepting roles beneath your value. When your emotions belong to you alone, clarity becomes brutal. You see people as they are. You see situations as they are. You see yourself as you are. You stop negotiating with anything that weakens you. What emotional unavailability isn't? This is important. It is not being cold for no reason, pushing away everyone, acting emotionless, refusing connection. Those are insecurities pretending to be strength. Machiavellian unavailability is different. It means you choose when to open up, and you choose when to shut the door. No one else decides that for you. How to practice emotional unavailability daily. 1. Speak less about your feelings. People can't attack what they don't know. 2. Don't react emotionally in the moment. Process privately. Respond strategically. 3. Reject guilt manipulation immediately. Guilt is a chain only if you allow it. 4. Don't attach your identity to approval. Approval is unstable. Identity must be immovable. 5. Think long before committing emotionally to anyone. The wrong attachment destroys empires. 6. Prioritize respect over affection. Affection can be faked. Respect cannot. The deepest Machiavellian layer. Machiavelli knew that a ruler's downfall always begins the same way. Someone gets too close. Someone learns too much. Someone gains emotional access. Emotional unavailability prevents that entirely. It signals a frightening truth. Your heart is not a battlefield anyone else can enter, and your mind is not a weapon anyone else can aim. This habit makes you untouchable, not because you are empty, but because you are fortified. And when combined with the other 3 habits, delayed reaction, controlled presence, strategic shadow work, emotional unavailability, you stop looking powerful, you become powerful. Cold, quiet, unpredictable, unmovable. Machiavellian to the core. Power was never meant for everyone. Most people hear these habits and nod, but tomorrow they'll go back to reacting too fast, giving too much, revealing too soon, and living with their emotions unlocked. They were never meant to rise. But if you choose to practice even one of these habits, you begin separating yourself from the herd. Not loudly, not publicly, quietly, the way real power always begins. Delayed reactions make you unreadable. Controlled presence makes you unforgettable. Shadow work makes you unstoppable. Emotional unavailability makes you untouchable. Together, they form something rare. A person the world cannot measure, cannot predict, and cannot control. People will feel the shift long before they understand it. They'll sense a coldness they can't define, a distance they can't cross, a strength they can't break. That is the Machiavellian path. Not to impress the world, but to rise above it. And once these habits take root in you, you won't need to signal power anymore. Your existence will do it for you.